guys, we're here with our nutritionist from Hum, Alex Caspero. She's visiting us today, and we're going to be talking about tips for pregnant women. What have you enjoyed the most about being pregnant so far?
I think it's kind of cliche to say, but it's really fun watching your body change.
Yeah.
It's not always glamorous. I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in pregnancy that aren't fun, but just sort of to look down every day and see this belly and to feel him move and kick.
Yeah.
It's a really kind of magical experience.
So have you had any food cravings, or is that like an urban myth?
Not an urban myth, not an urban myth. The first trimester, I was so sick. I kind of akin being pregnant to feeling hungover all the time. And so when you think about when you're hungover, the kind of foods you want, not exactly green juices, salads. I ate nothing but like bagels and bread. I mean, food that's fine. It's just nothing that I normally eat in my diet. So that was completely kind of challenging and different for me. But now that I'm feeling better, I'm really trying to incorporate a lot more nutrient-dense, healthy foods.
What sort of nutrients should pregnant women be sure to incorporate into their diet, and where can they find those?
Yeah, so the biggest thing I really like to recommend to all my clients is a prenatal. And a lot of that, even what I just said before, I mean, gosh, there was weeks where I know I was not getting nutrients into my baby, and thank goodness I had that prenatal, right? Because it was really helping to cover sort of all those micronutrients I'd be missing from my diet. That's essential, whether you're trying to get pregnant, already pregnant, definitely include that prenatal. Prenatal is going to be a little different than a multivitamin. It's going to have more folic acid and more iron, two nutrients that are really important. The other thing I recommend to all pregnant women and that I take myself is choline. So choline is a nutrient that's really essential for healthy brain development. Some prenatals have choline, but usually not enough, so I take a separate supplement. And then a DHA supplement, which you can find in Hum's, OMG. DHA, again, is great for brain health, and then I take a vitamin D supplement.
Are there any foods that pregnant women should avoid?
Yes, so there's quite a few, and that list kind of varies, honestly, on who you talk to and really what you feel comfortable on. I tend not to recommend anything raw, anything undercooked, just because you're more susceptible to getting foodborne illness and passing that on to baby. So anything that might contain undercooked raw meat or fish, leave it out. I know sushi is so tempting, but just for a few months.
Put it on pause, yeah.
Exactly. Lunch meat is a big one that all women know. You can eat deli meat as long as it's warmed. So, and that's just because deli meat tends to have listeria, or it can have listeria, which is a foodborne illness that we don't want to get. So if you have turkey meat, lunch meat, etc., just put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds or so. That usually helps to kill off if there's any bacteria, and then you can have it in your sandwich.
Okay, that's a great tip.
Detoxes, cleansing products, weight loss products, really not the time. Even when you're breastfeeding, I know there's that temptation to kind of get back to pre-baby body, but really it's best to wait until you're done nursing.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. So, since being pregnant, did you notice any changes in your hair or skin, and did you make any adjustments in your beauty routine?
Yeah, and I think this is something too, it's different with every woman. My friends I talk to all have sort of different things that they've noticed about their skin and their hair. For me, everything became more sensitive. So if I was dehydrated, my skin becomes really dry. When I travel, I get maybe a little bit more blotchiness, redness. I burn really easily, which is something that really didn't happen before. So I feel like my skin is just reacting really well to pretty much everything. And to combat that, I've really been upping not only my intake of water, but moisturizers. So I kind of traded out some of my normal stuff for more of like a potency, higher like mask, body butters, which have been kind of really nice to rub.
So you're 6 months along.
6 months, yep.
What are you most excited to kind of have back after you have the baby, or is there any like activities you love doing? Or
I stopped working out my normal routine fairly early, just because it was becoming so uncomfortable. I know a lot of women can continue to do some of their activities throughout the whole time. That wasn't the case for me. I really love hot yoga, hot vinyasa yoga. that was hard.
Yeah.
You know, even like month 2 or 3, I couldn't, my body didn't feel the same. It just wasn't as enjoyable. So I kind of put that to the side. So I'm really looking forward to getting back.
Yeah.
And just to sort of doing the activities I love. I love to run. I love hot yoga. And those just kind of didn't work out for me while I was pregnant.
Fair enough, fair enough. So do you have any self-care rituals that you've incorporated into your pregnancy to just kind of stay sane?
Yeah.
Or
You know, I think the lucky thing about having your first one is that there's a lot of self-care you can give, and everyone kind of tells you to, you know, before you have other toddlers running around, like, take the time. So I've been pretty indulgent. I allow myself naps when I want them. I really have been getting into prenatal yoga and bar classes. I kind of splurged on buying some of those packages just because, you know, they're easy to do, they're great for pregnant women, and they feel like I'm still doing something, but not at the same intensity level that I used to.
Great. Is there prenatal bar or just prenatal yoga?
I've been taking prenatal yoga. There might be prenatal bar.
I was curious.
Who knows?
I was like,
But,
untapped market, if not.
yes, that's right. We'll start it.
Well, thank you so much, Alex, for sharing with us kind of your tips for health and wellness during pregnancy, and we're so excited for you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.